there, Leo. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me in your reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited you've decided to join us. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your love, support, contributions, and above all, being my confirmation that I'm in alignment with my life purpose. You have my undying gratitude. So my loves, this is going to be your general love reading, okay? Please keep in mind that the messages today do not have a time frame. So if you're here, it's because there's something that's going to help you, close off a past situation, maneuver around a current situation, or anticipate and prepare for a future situation. If today's reading does not resonate, all right, please take a look at last month's reading or the month before that or the month before that because my readings can tend to read out to 2 to 3 months ahead of when we do our reading today. Okay, so my sweet lions and lionesses, let's find out what's going on with you and what you need to know moving forward, okay? What's going on for our sweet Leo, please? What's going on with our sweet Leo, please? Now, guys, the Tower came out twice. When I was pre-shuffling my everyday tarot deck and when I was pre-shuffling the Sun and Moon tarot deck, okay? So the Towers came out of both decks at some point, flying out, all right? So you could be connecting with a Scorpio, or you can be in the midst of or feel that foreboding energy, right? Like something is about to happen, that feeling of a Tower moment coming on. Okay, unfortunately the Seven of Swords was also a card that came out. Behind it was the Three of Swords. Okay, so there could be just finding out that someone was lying about something, a huge revelation that someone's intentions were not what you thought they were, was not what they communicated. A big heartbreak. Okay, it could also be vice versa, Leo. If you find yourself on on the side of the person who has been the offending party, right? Someone has found out. Someone's found out, or it's going to be revealed. Something is going to come crashing down. Some kind of facade that has been up is going to come down. Okay. Whether it's you or the person you're connecting with, something is going to be made very clear, and it's going to hurt, right? Someone here was not who they said they were. All right. Nine of Cups, overarching energy, right? So a wish fulfilled. Behind that, strength, King of Cups. So here you are, right? Wish fulfilled. King of Cups could be connecting with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, could be connecting as well with another Leo. All right, Nine of Cups is a wish fulfilled. Nine of Cups can also be very smug energy, right? Selfish. This person is alone and they've got all the cups all to themselves. But let's see how this comes out. So Ten of Swords is your energy right now, Leo, being crossed with the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be connecting with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. On your mind, you've got the Moon, so you could be connecting very strongly as well with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let me see. In your heart space, you've got the Three of Pentacles. In the recent past, you had the Eight of Pentacles. Coming in, you have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this could be, again, if you are connecting with a water sign. All right, now we have a little bit more context, right? This is someone who you've been working on things long and hard with, someone who you've been in a partnership with, someone whose intentions you have a hard time anticipating, someone that has you feeling a little bit confused, right? Someone who you want to continue working towards a future with, but who you feel right now maybe has to be released. This Queen of Cups is who is coming in. This could be the person you're connecting with coming in for some kind of apology, or it could be someone very special coming into your life, and it can only come into your life after releasing a current cycle that you are ending, right? You see yourself as justice, okay? We will see. You could be seeing, and you could be trying to reach out to an attorney, right? Overall, though, this is just trying to rebalance the scales. If you are in a marriage, this could be indicative of a marriage as well, of a divorce. Of a divorce, depending on what aspects these cards, right? So in the environment, we've got the Ace of Wands. In the fears, we've got the Two of Wands, and in the potential outcome, we've got the Star. Okay, so a wish fulfilled. Absolutely a wish fulfilled. Okay, Leo. Now, these are very different. This is very different energy compared to what came jumping out of the decks. Okay, so without a doubt, Leo, without a doubt, if you are with someone who things are ending with, you have something amazing coming in. You got a brand new beginning of sorts. You could be connecting with a Libra, an Aquarius, or a very strong water sign. They're coming to you as a queen. Okay, this doesn't have to necessarily be a female, but this is someone who loves unconditionally and could very well have possibly been someone who has loved you very unconditionally. Perhaps with the Ace of Wands being in the environment, you guys might have always had this kind of sexual tension. Maybe you guys worked together with Three of Pentacles, right? You always knew there was something about them that you would like, but maybe you were always very, you know, you were just respectful of the connection that you were in, and you didn't want to act outside of those boundaries. But now there's something that has really come down in your committed relationship that has made you a single person, right? And if that is the case, and you have already undergone your Tower moment, you're wondering, oh my God, will I ever find love? Yes, love is about to freaking bump you square on the forehead. Ace of Swords, look at that. So that to me is confirmation from Spirit saying yes. For those of you where that does resonate, and you have already gone through your Tower moment and you're wondering if there is anyone out there, if true love really does exist, the answer from Spirit is yes. Yes, yes, yes. And they're on their way. Okay? The Tower moment was the right call. The Tower moment was the right call. Okay? Their energy is coming in much more strongly than whatever it was that came down. Okay? Overarching energy here is the Seven of Swords. Okay? Justice underneath that, Two of Pentacles. So you could be connecting with somebody, could be a Libra, but you could be connecting with someone who has really just required you to reestablish balance. Something about their contribution or lack thereof in this connection has caused you to revisit the drawing board. You're saying, you know what, this is not what I want. Okay, this is not what I want. And so in an effort to reestablish balance, you have to cut something out, right? Justice has the scales and she has the sword. If something is imbalanced, then in order to rebalance it, something has to be cut out. All right, with the Ten of Swords being your current energy and the Eight of Cups, Leo, you're walking away. And if this isn't your energy and it's something that you're still kind of steeping in, there is something that's going to come in for you that's going to really, it's really going to show you what the right answer is for you. Whatever this walking away, whatever this release of is for you, it will be made clear to you very soon. Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles being what's crossing you with the Three of Wands, this is someone who wants to make progress into the future, right? Someone who's really, they're doing what they can so that way they can reap the benefits later. You know, they're investing their time. This is somebody who has really been, you know, this is you really wanting to commit yourself to someone and then currently maybe feeling like the person you have been committing yourself to isn't the right one. Right? So your desire for stability, while it would be so nice if the person that you're connected to right now was the one, there's something just so obvious about the fact that they are not the one, right? You could be connecting as well with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Cap, right? And they could be coming to you, Leo, with an offer, right? An offer for future plans, right? They could really want to make this this commitment as permanent as possible. But there's something here. There's something in the way you guys communicate, or in the way you guys work together, or there's something about the connection or about this person that isn't completely clear to you, or you understand but it leaves you feeling very confused or anxious or depressed. Like you see something working with them in a 3D standpoint, right? So monetarily, right, you guys would be very abundant, you guys would be very stable, but emotionally you guys would not be on the same page. Eight of Pentacles with the Moon. So on your mind, you're thinking about how do you work through these feelings? How do you work through your intuition? You know, with the Moon, a lot is covered up. A lot is unseen. So, you know, you're doing a lot of internal work. You're doing a lot of internal work, but none of it is being acknowledged, right? Or you're trying to find out how exactly do I bring recognition to the hard work. Has there been hard work being done? If you feel like that's the aspect of the relationship that the person hasn't really been putting in, right? You feel like they haven't been emotionally investing themselves in the connection. You're trying to find something. You're trying to find, you know, something to hold on to, right? But again, it's kind of all for naught, because you are at a place now where release is really your biggest desire. More than your desire to be stable with this person is your desire for freedom from the connection. With the Three of Pentacles in your heart space, you've got the Five of Cups. So there's something about the partnership that doesn't feel satisfying. In fact, it's the source of a huge amount of grief. right? Maybe you felt, you felt like you were really solidly bringing something very special to the table, and you were hoping that they would do the same, and instead they have, left you feeling like maybe it was a mistake, right? That you stand to lose way more than you stand to gain. Maybe you thought, Leo, that by putting in more effort you would be more successful, not realizing that you can't carry this weight alone. Someone here is being very selfish with the Nine of Cups. Okay, someone is being very, very selfish. So with the Eight of Pentacles in your recent past, we do have the Eight of Pentacles here clarifying the moon as well. You have the Fool in your past, which could be Aries that you were connecting with in the past, right? Someone who, being with felt kind of risky perhaps, right? Putting in work with this person felt kind of like a risky move, right? This person doesn't tend to hold still, right? This person is very on the go, possibly non-committal. But there was a desire here to take a leap of faith, right? What is a leap of faith? A leap of faith is not knowing what the outcome is going to be and going for it because you feel drawn. But what was it that drew you in the first place to putting in so much work? Was the draw an attraction for a light inside them, or a draw to create distance between you and a darkness in your life, and so out of codependency you've attached yourself to them, as an example, right? What was the driving force that attracted you to take this leap of faith into the arms of this person? Because now, if this is the same person, this Aries, or this person who you've just been really investing a lot of time and energy into, now you're in a space where you really want to release not what you've invested, but you're realizing now that by putting more of yourself, you could eventually lose yourself. So coming in, we've got the Queen of Cups, okay, with the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So if you're connecting with a Pisces, go ahead and take a look. At their reading as well. Coming in with the Queen of Cups, though, you could very well be connecting with a Pisces coming in, but this could also be some kind of a detachment. All right, this could be also some type of detachment from the person that you are connecting with. So if you do leave, right, if that is the Tower moment that happened and there is now separation, okay, what's coming in here is a Queen of Cups that is likely, could be a Pisces who disconnected, who disconnected as well from a lonely partnership, or is currently in a partnership with another person that they are holding on to similarly to maybe the way you were in the past, right? So that way they don't feel alone. But with the Queen of Cups not being another person, right, this could be someone that you are connecting with. This is essentially that feeling of love, of unconditional love, of giving and taking love, and not feeling like there is anyone on the other end, right? With the Five of Pentacles, it's like you're alone. You're alone. You're lacking. With the Hanged Man, you're holding out. You're really holding out to see what happens. You're holding out for an answer. So coming in, if you're not encountering somebody who wants love the way you do, but might kind of be wrapped up in a situation similar to the one you were in, or just in a situation where they are holding on to something that's long been expired, right? But that's just where they are right now in life. And their presence in your life is going to be very pivotal for you. It's going to be really important to have their friendship. If that's not this person, then this is you, right? This is you holding on to something with all of your might, because you're hoping that something about the connection is able to fulfill you again. Or it can absolutely be the opposite, especially because you see yourself as justice. With the Three of Cups, there could have been a three-party situation. There could have been a situation, to me, this almost doesn't even feel like three-party, honestly. With the Justice and Three of Cups, this feels more like you're happy. Like you're happy to finally be at a point. Like you're happy to have reached your breaking point, Leo, is what this feels like. Like, I don't even feel like this is another person having been involved. It can be, absolutely. But this feels almost like emotionally your resource has become exhausted. You are tired of holding on, actually. Right? You do feel so alone. And the only message that you're getting in your day-to-day life is that the most proper thing to do to reestablish balance is to cut this off, whatever this is for you. You feel happy about being able to cut this off, right? If you are connecting with a Libra, I see you being very happy. And if this person that you're connecting with is a Libra and they were in another situation where there was another person possibly vying for their attention. Someone here is walking away, right? A three-party situation becomes a two-party situation. Someone makes a decision here, because while this could be you walking out of the situation, this could be your partner's energy that I'm connecting with, and they are deciding to leave a potential connection. Okay? But enough is enough. Enough is enough, and being able to reestablish balance, I see, is really giving you true joy, Leo. It's giving you true joy. And I want to say as well, if you're connecting with a Gemini, you came through very strongly in their reading. Okay? So just be mindful of that, okay? With the Page of Wands, wow, the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, I came out for Gemini as well, I believe. In this same, we had the Page of Wands come out from the Everyday Tarot, and then the Ace of Wands come out in the Clarifying deck with the Sun and Moon. That's really interesting, Leo. Okay, yeah, so if you've got Gemini in your chart, they could be your twin flame, okay? They could be your twin flame. There's a lot of mirroring between you guys, at least in this aspect, in this environment aspect. So if you guys aren't in direct communication, you guys are in separation, and you're curious to see what they are going through, if they are Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, right? Venus as well, but I tend to err on any readings where the person has that particular sign anywhere in their chart that is relevant for love, you know, mostly Venus, right? Maybe Jupiter, if it's a female that you're connecting with, this Gemini. If you're curious to see what they're going through, take a look at their reading, because you appear very strongly in theirs. And you have this Ace of Wands with the Page of Wands in the exact position, but with alternating decks, which is really cool. Okay, but this is somebody who you're either at a crossroads with, right? Someone who you're connecting with, who it's been on and off. It felt like a false start. Someone that maybe you got with originally for attraction, but you know it's not. It wasn't enough in the end. It wasn't enough. But overall, in the environment, right? The fact that this is in the environment, this is a brand new beginning. This is a brand new beginning with another fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, right? But this is a new beginning also in your own right? A desire to explore, a desire to make a decision that really makes you happy. The Page of Wands is often found at a crossroads, right? Do I go left? Do I go right? So your fear here with the Two of Wands, right? Seven of Pentacles. What happens if I invest in the wrong thing? You're saying, Leo. What if I invest in the wrong thing? You know, I've been investing in this person. Is it so wrong of me to just want to keep investing in this person? If I walk away from them, feeling as unfulfilled and as unhappy and pained as I am, is it really worth walking away and taking back everything that I've worked hard for to just watch it all crumble? Yes, yes, Leo. Because if you've helped build a house of cards, right? If it wasn't this, it would have been something else, right? This isn't a matter of you not doing your due diligence. This is the fact that you are partnered up with someone who is essentially unreliable. They can't be trusted to be responsible, right? To defend the connection, or at the very least to invest in it themselves, and not allow other people's desires or attention or efforts get in the way of what you and they are building. Right? So this is not about you, Leo. Okay, this isn't about what you could have done differently. Right? This is really solidly about what are they doing? Right? It's not a question of, well, what if I invest in the wrong thing? No. The question is, the question is, have you already felt like you failed by investing in the thing that you're in? And if the answer is yes, the more you give, the more it just kind of slips through your fingers. At that point, you just have to stop digging, okay? When you see yourself digging a hole, stop digging. That's the first step. Because no matter what your next step is going to look like, the odds are better that you're going to find a better person than to stick around with somebody who has shown you over and over and over again that they really don't care as much as you do. Right? And while that might be simple to say, I know it's very hard. But you have to be honest with yourself, Leo. You are strong. And there's no shame in seeing where a relationship didn't work out and saying to yourself, well, I did everything I could and this person just didn't want to give back. That's it. Right? But look, with the Star, Two of Swords, you could have an Aquarius. Look at that. With the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, one more card, Page of Pentacles. So some of you might be thinking about going back to school, Leo. If that's something that you've been wanting to do and have been holding back because of this person, For example, you guys have been saving up for a home, but with that money you could have been, you know, like you maybe you don't need a house, right? You're perfectly okay living in an apartment, and you wanted to take whatever money you had to you know, pay for your tuition or something along those lines. That is your dream fulfilled. That is absolutely something that you've been uncertain about for a while, something that may have left you feeling a little bit confused and foggy brained, but something that's going to pay off in the long run, absolutely. Okay, and I feel compelled to bring that up first because the Page of Pentacles can be a student, but in the context of love can take on a very different energy. I am seeing work and school, Leo. So if you have been wanting to go back to school, if you have been wanting to start your own business, if you have been wanting to relearn an old skill in whatever context, right, in career, at your job, whatever that might mean for you, and that is something that you've been holding back because of these limitations that you have been feeling within this connection, please pursue them because that is your wish fulfilled. You've got the Nine of Cups with the Star card. Okay, so both are fish wish fulfillment cards. Okay, these energies are very fertile to be able to bring into fruition everything that you have been wanting up to this point. Everything you thought was unattainable, right? Everything you thought was really just a faraway dream is right here on your doorstep. Okay, now if you're connecting with an Aquarius, this person, all right, this person could be coming out of something. This person could be in your environment. They could have, for example, they could have fire in their chart, or at the very least, you and this person share a lot of sexual tension, but they are also at a crossroads. They might have a younger energy than you, and so not as much life experience, or at the very least, not enough experience of themselves to know what it is they want. And so while there's absolutely chemistry between you guys and a definite wish fulfilled, this person might need a little bit more time to really figure out if you are what they want. Right? If you know for a fact with your life experience, Leo, that you do absolutely want this person, you know, they're still on at the cusp of trying to just get the answers for themselves, right? They're still trying to figure things out. But the energy underneath that is that there's a huge potential for not only awakening to the connection, but standing the test of time and feeling very, very happy and very healed and fulfilled with each other. I would say, Leo, if you are connecting with someone who has these attributes, be friends with them. If you're not already, be friends with them. And you never know, right? You never know. Allow the friendship to blossom. I understand sometimes you want it to just go from 0 to 100, but everything has its time and everything has its place, okay? Finish with what it is you're doing here, okay? I will guarantee that if you're afraid maybe the other person is wanting a lot and fast, right? If you're afraid of letting this person know that you're available now, if you are already at that point, Leo, where you are single, you don't want to bring it up to this person quite yet because you're like, I don't want them to know I'm single because then given this sexual tension, they're just going to come after me. They're in the Two of Swords energy. They're not really sure if they should approach you. Like they are feeling a connection, possibly, right? So they are either blind to the connection or they are blind to what their next step towards you would look like. Okay, I know I've been talking more along the lines of them not being ready for the connection, which can absolutely be the case. But if they are ready for a connection, they just don't know how to approach you. And so they are going to proceed with caution, Leo. So this person's not going to come on strong. This person still lacks experience, is a little bit confused about the kind of person you are, and they don't want to slip up, so they're not going to be hasty. They're gonna start things slow as well. So befriend them if that's what you feel inclined to do, what you feel attracted to do. And take your time with this. But I do feel that there's a sense of relief, Leo, with this ending. I feel like you are bringing it on yourself. And even though the Tower did not make an appearance, it did come out twice in the pre-shuffle. Okay, so I do feel that at the end of the day, whether this was a moment or a realization, or both, it could be the same, right? That moment of realization, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a revelation of something. Something was revealed, a secret was revealed, a communication was had. Either way, there's something now that has shown you that leaving a situation behind is really your best avenue for change. And this Queen of Cups person, you know, I'm not entirely sure. This could be an aspect of you, Leo. This could, if you're a mom, right? If you're a mom or if you're a wife, right? Someone who emotionally invests a lot of themselves into the people they love, the people they care about, right? This could be you coming in where you finally are finished. You know, you get driven essentially to your breaking point of isolation. You thrive off of connecting with people who you care about. And what really kills you isn't even when they don't reciprocate, but is when they reciprocate with all the wrong stuff. right? But both do just enough damage. Neglect and abuse both do enough damage, right? So it gets to that point where you had enough. And so it brings you a lot of joy, right? It brings you a lot of joy to give this person, to serve them divorce papers. Like, it gives you joy to bring an end to this, because enough is enough. You feel you can wash your hands of this, Leo. Like, you've tried everything that you could, and there's an understanding that it wasn't about you. If that's not the case, Leo, okay, and you're not here yet, you will likely, if this has somewhat resonated, like if you see your current situation kind of bleeding into this past, right? If what I said about the past is kind of your current energy, this could potentially be the kind of energy you're coming into. And just put a pin in it, Leo, that if something does happen, it's not your fault. Okay? That's the message for you. It's not your fault if things don't work out. Sometimes you can work the hardest you absolutely can. You invest everything into it. And where it involves two people, if the other person doesn't put in, then the whole thing comes crumbling down, and that's the nature of it. And it's not your fault. It's not your responsibility, and it's not your fault. Okay? So be gentle with yourself. It's hard. These things are always hard, okay? But you'll be perfectly fine. You will get to a point afterwards where you will find yourself in a much more centered, much more grounded place. You will finally revisit the aspects of your life maybe you were neglecting out of trying to care for this particular connection or this person, and you will find yourself more fulfilled than you ever thought you were. Because you'll come into contact with a wish fulfilled, which could come in either the form of a person or a desire that you've always wanted to partake in, and now you finally get the opportunity. So either way, your heart gets what it wants, okay, after whatever this separation is. All right, Leo? My love, I thank you so much, so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I love you from the bottom of my heart, Leo. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me be here. If this resonated for you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know where you are on your journey. And until next time, my sweet, sweet lions and lionesses, I love you, love you, love you.